All right, guys, welcome back to Responsibly Rowdy. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I designed the camera mount that I used to put in the helmet. So you are going to need two magnets, first off, to stick the Go3 to. I just used two fridge magnets that I literally pulled off of my refrigerator, and they work just fine. You probably just don't want to use like neodymium or anything stronger than just regular magnets. You know, these aren't incredibly strong, but they're good enough that they're going to hold this thing in the helmet no problem with the wind resistance and everything when the visor is open. So anyway, two magnets, some tape. I have some rubberized electrical tape. Looks like Scotch linerless rubber splicing tape is what I have. So if you want exactly what I have, that's what I'm using. It's nice because it's thick and it provides a little bit of a cushion for the camera to rest against, a little bit of a shock absorption. Anyway, feel free to do however you wish to make this thing, but this is how I did it. So it's really quite simple. I'm just making this video to show you exactly how I did it so that you can copy it piece for piece if you wish to do so. But feel free to get creative and make this better. This is a prototype. This is not some kind of, oh, this is the best way to do it, okay? This is just so I can get on the track with this camera on Saturday. So, I just take the magnets and space them apart like so. Get your tape, go around them long ways, and then figure out where you can put this wire at the top and tape around it or whatever. Run it behind the tape, either way, as long as it is taped to the top of this, and you can then take this and insert it into this crevice right here, because that is what is going to hold the camera mount to the helmet right there. Another word to the wise, don't cut a sharp edge on your wire or whatever you end up using, because it will catch and pick your fabric in here. So I ended up cutting it. It was kind of sharp. I just filed it down so that it's nice and smooth and it's not going to catch the fabric right in there, because last thing you want to do is rip this fabric out. So pretty simple. Tape these magnets together, tape the wire to the magnets, and then tape your Velcro to somewhere in the magnet. So after it's done, you should have tape around this and it'll look something like that. That is gonna hold your camera. It's the perfect size. It's all you need. It will sit right in there, and then you just wrap the Velcro around the camera as added security so that this thing doesn't fall out of your expensive helmet, because the last thing you need is an expensive camera falling out of your helmet. So anyway, that is it. That's how I made it. It's that simple. Yeah, that is the instructional on how I made the mount. Okay, so just to wrap this up, this is the assembled helmet mount. That is all it is. Camera sits right in there, and then you wrap your Velcro around the camera, and that's it. And it fits nice and neat right in the left-hand side of the helmet. Another note here, I say it's important to put it on the left side, just because, as everybody knows who rides a bike, head checks are much easier over your left shoulder, which therefore gives you much more room to see out of your left side. If you put it on the right side, you're not going to be able to turn your head as far as you would to the left, and you will be left with more of a blind spot right here. This does block some of your peripheral vision, but like I said, you can do a left-headed shoulder check and it will show you more because you're holding the throttle with your right hand, so you're able to turn left easier. So that's the way I would do it if I were you. That's how I chose to do it for that exact reason. And I think it turned out perfect. But y'all let me know in the comments what you think. And if you've got anything that'll make this design better, if you've got a better way to do it, go ahead and just feel free to drop that down in the comments. I'll take a look at it. And when I make my new prototype, I'm sure I'll take your advice and do some changes. But for now, this is all I need. This will get me on the track, and it's gonna work great. I can already tell. So anyway, there's your little mount tutorial on the Insta360 Go 3 camera mounting in a helmet for a motorcycle. Testing out the Insta360 Go 3 in the helmet. Take a little ride, do a sound check, visual. Check it out. Alright guys, we're going to take a little ride on the bike. Been doing the track prep work, so she's a little not quite street legal, but that's okay. We're just going to do a little cruise around the block strictly for testing purposes. Some people don't know. You gotta pull the clutch in on the jigsaw to start. I wonder if this audio is going to be okay. I bet with the right here, this will be a good test. Alright, audio with the shield open, audio with the shield closed. I'm sure it's much better, but I wonder how much better. Talking the same volume. Bike is out of high fast idle. Go back open. Hear that. Check the rear. See how that looks. Out here in the fucking Adidas sneakers, ladies and gentlemen. Very irresponsible, but we are just doing a lap around the block, like I said. Visor down, or yeah, visor closed, visor down. Visor open. This is going to sound really good, but I don't quite know. I've seen that one video by Life Well Ridden, and he gave us a little bit of audio test and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm really curious to see from my own actually how it turns out. I bet this turned out really well. I mean, this camera is perfect. I can see the perfect amount of my right shoulder, and I can look way further on my left, like everybody knows. And that makes it a fantastic spot for this camera.